Hello, I'm Dr. Manoj Bhatawdekar, psychiatrist.
Hello, I'm Dr. Anjali Bhatawdekar. I'm a pediatrician. Today, we are going to talk about behavioral problems in children.
Well, in the past several years, behavioral issues of children have been increasing. And there are several reasons which are responsible for this. You will agree with me that the overall population of the world has increased tremendously. And there is increase in the competition among students. On one hand, the population is rising. On the other, there are just one or two children in the family, and parents expect too much from these children. Marks that a child secures in exams has become the single most criterion for judging the child's development. Value systems are changing. Money has assumed tremendous importance in our life. We have moved from joint families to nuclear families, and child rearing practices have taken a different turn overall. An important thing which has entered our lives is the screen. Initially, it was the television, then it was the computer, and now it is the smartphone. No matter what the size of the screen is, the screen has captured our lives completely. The importance of social media has been increasing day by day. During the lockdown situation, what did we find? We found that parents were working from home. Both the parents were with their own laptops. The child had his own laptop, or maybe a smartphone, or maybe the child was sharing the parent's laptop. So, all the three were together, both the parents and the child were together in one room, and yet there was no communication happening. Overall, parents have become more and more internet savvy. Educated parents read a lot about their children on various internet sites, and they start finding symptoms which really do not exist in their child. Let me give you an example. I recently had a 3-year-old child who was brought to me by his parents, and the parents were complaining that this child is hyperactive and impulsive and is misbehaving thoroughly. They had read a lot about something that is called ADHD, and they were worried about whether this child has ADHD or not. On examination, I found that this child was completely normal. So, internet savvy parents are exposed to a lot of information explosion, and a time has come where we have almost become victims of internet explosion. And therefore, it is important for us to really reassure ourselves that our child is normal. On one hand, we have parents who are over aware. On the other hand, there are so many parents who have complete lack of awareness about what is happening with their child. So it's a huge spectrum, and the entire journey of parenthood therefore gets complicated by several issues. And I think in this context, we need to look at children's behavior.
Before we end this session, let us see what we mean by an abnormal behavior. So, the behavior of a child is considered abnormal if it is persistent, if it is going on all the time, it is pervasive, it's there at home, in school, or whenever the child is going out. It is intense. It's so intense that it is very difficult for the parents to take care of this behavior, and it also affects the daily life of the child and the parents, and also it can affect the development of the child. So, if a behavior satisfies all these criteria, only then it is considered as abnormal. We will be talking about a few more behavioral problems in our next sessions. Please stay tuned in.